Hello everybody and welcome to the Total War Online. This should be the first ever episode of this video series. My name's Ricky, and today's plan is to play some Rome 2 online multiplayer. And I'm playing a 1v1 because that's all I really like to play on this game. I spent a while in the lobby looking for a game, but for some reason there were none being hosted that seemed, you know, agreeable, so I didn't go for it. Ooh, someone's joined that didn't take very long. Excellent. Right. I'm not playing as Egypt, that's just the default faction. Interesting map looking. Not sure I can play as yet. So I'll be playing this and commentating live, of course, as opposed to adding commentary from the replay or whatever later, because that's never quite as fun. You don't get to see what's going on in my head and such. Carthage is pretty good. Might play as the Carthaginians. I've not played a large amount of his game online. For some reason I can't see his go. He's not very patient now, is he? Okay, let's have a look. See, we don't have a huge amount of money to go with. He's playing as Romans, though. Infantry are a bit difficult for me to deal with, but they're generally very heavily armoured, so I'm thinking I might go with some peltists in particular for this particular battle. Take a fair amount of heavy cavalry as well, so let's take some 2 units of noble cavalry, maybe a couple units of mercenary Iberians as well to catch them off guard. We'll need a strong solid core. Their pikemen aren't great, if I recall. No. Neither of well. Dear me. Some people just don't have the patience. Bit expensive to have that many upgrades anyway, so we'll give them just 1 upgrade each. I want some Libyan infantry, really, but I'm not sure I can afford any. We'll go with some peltists. Certainly, fair amount of them. 4 units. I don't afford anything else. Okay. I think that'll do for now. Let's see how this goes. It's unfortunate my opponent isn't terribly patient, man. So unpleasant for the online experience. So, Carthaginian versus Roman. I don't know what my opponent's name is, in case someone's wondering. For some reason text was going off the edge of the filter, so I have no idea. There are quite a lot of forests dotted around, or wooded areas. Some small hills, it looks like. I've not played on this map before. As I said, I've not played very much of this game multiplayer. Played a decent amount with friends, but not really against random players online yet. So I don't know much about the dominant strategies or anything. I played lots of the original Rome Total War online, but haven't had too much time to get into this one yet. But I am liking it so far. I've heard lots of criticism about the game, and I do think it was a bit unfinished when it was released, but generally speaking, I blame communities for that thing. Ask them to rush games out. Ooh! They aren't little hills at all, they're quite big hills. Okay. Chances are he's going to be sitting on top of that hill, he's not likely to come down. Unfortunately with Peltis I don't have the range, and I can't force him. Then again, shooting up a hill is never easy. Okay, we've got our pikemen up on top of the hill as well. Take off skirmish mode. I've never liked skirmish mode in any Total War game. I always turn it off. I just do it manually. Bit of lag. I have my graphics set to lowest, you may notice. Mainly because, well, you know, to get the best kind of frame rate I can. And, so I'm not distracted by too many pretty colours. Unfortunately the game's specs are quite high. I can't use any trees from my side to his side to sneak any cavalry across, unfortunately, but I can still hide a certain amount of my cavalry in forests, so I'll hide my noble cavalry on top of the hill. I'll probably send my Iberians down here. They're medium, I'm going to consider them light, basically. Yeah, okay. I'm playing the, I think it's the commander type general or something. Basically has a rally and raise banner to give buffs to nearby allies. Okay, so he can't see me, I believe, no, and I can't see him. So we're all fairly blind. I'll move forward slightly. I don't like sitting around for too long, that's never very fun. Okay. I don't like keeping units grouped, it really irritates me. Well, this map doesn't suit itself to aggressive play styles, really. Charging up that hill, it would just not work. Okay, let's have a look then. Triarii, War Dogs, Legionaries, more Triarii, quite a lot of Spearmen. A lot of Spearmen. More Legionaries. It looks like a fairly infantry-focused shock attack. Some Praetorian cavalry. Some Syrian archers.
We await your orders.
I'll leave my cavalry back there for now. Okay. Triarii. Legionaries are in the back. I feel like I've got the missile superior. I know he's got archers and they tend to be the best against other skirmishers in this game. Slingers have got the range, but peltists are good against armour. And I've got quite a lot of them. So these legionaries and triarii will suffer from that. Certain amount of war dogs, which I'm not. War dogs don't do anything to me as far as I'm aware. They've never been terribly effective. He's got some cavalry, but I suspect not as many or not as powerful as mine. Let's think then. I can't engage straight up that hill because obviously I'll die in some way. He can't engage straight up this hill. And obviously I can't just sit in front of him throwing you know, missiles at him because he has got the archers just behind his men. But I can, however, possibly just come at him from an angle, force him to show his back to this side of the forest, so I can flank him a bit more easily. So we'll see how he responds to that. Oh, he's moving somewhat. Is he just coming down the hill, or is he actually going to engage? He's being quite aggressive. I am fine with that. Okay, I'm going to start harassing him somewhat with these peltists. What's their range? Pretty good. I think I can pull back just about in time if he decides to charge at them or anything. We'll get into pike phalanx ready for the engagement. Okay, we'll start throwing these spears. Got some good shots off. The war dogs have engaged now. He set them off on the peltists. That's probably a mistake. I mean, it's not going to do a huge amount of use, is it? Back! Get away from the dogs, man. You can keep throwing your javelins. As can you. Is he in Testudo? Testudo's pointless, I've always thought. He's using his peeler on my peltist. I think I prefer that to the alternatives. Praetorian cavalry coming out. War dogs. There's his general. I'll see if I can get my... No, he's gonna pull back. Good. For him, I mean. If he ran his Praetorians into that, that'd be a very bad idea. I've still got my cavalry down there. Can I move them forward? Small amount. Get them a bit closer. Keep them in the trees though. Just going to charge forward again. We'll move back. Is he going to keep charging? Throw the javelins at the cavalry. Oh, we're going to miss. Oh well. This Triarii is still taking a bit of a beating, so I'm fine with that. Throw some javelins at his Praetorians. I think he's not quite sure what to do. We still have these war dogs here. I'll just send one of these you to take care of that quickly. This is why I like peltists so much. They do a lot of damage if they're just left to wail away on the enemy's armoured troops. Most of his triarii have taken a decent beating now. There goes the war dogs. Bring my men back into line. Oh, he is not hidden anymore. That's not good. I hope he's not noticed. Those war dogs still fighting. How many has he lost? Still a decent number. Unfortunately, the legionaries are more powerful than his triarii. They're more of a threat. He's charging out again. We'll pull back. Oh, he has noticed, I suspect. My cavalry down here. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to probably reveal them. He's pulled back again. Bit back and forth this one so far. Get the pikemen up there. Oh, they've changed that somewhat. That's different from last time I played the game. We've got these Syrian archers moving forwards again. Praetorians are still okay for the most part. He's moved his archers forward though. They can't do much to my infantry at all. But they can do a lot to my peltists, so that's a worry. Okay, let's launch them off against these triarii. There's no point trying to shoot his archers with my guys. Actually, I might fight these legionaries. I know he's in Testudo, and I said Testudo's not actually that good. Unfortunately, making your men immobile means they can't really react very well to anything. Come on, make it back. Oh, throw some more at his Praetorians. We're out of ammo. Okay. He's still got ammo on his, so I can't rely on my skirmishers anymore. I think I'll have to be the more aggressive one now. Getting hits off on his Praetorians. No. Okay, he's still got he's only lost 10 of them, so he's doing fine on that front. But we'll start marching forward now, I think. I'll move these guys up. Moving his Syrian archers backwards. I'm going to sit this pike phalanx because apparently they can get moved out of it much more easily than I thought they could. I'm going to engage the legionaries as opposed to the oh, I suppose I have to engage the triarii first, but we'll see. Those Praetorians are just asking for it. Let's bring the cavalry up and around. Raise the banner. Give everyone a bit of a bonus. Engage that lot. Quickly! Oh, they've changed the base for what's forced run movement and what's not. That's confusing somewhat. Trample, dismount, rally. That's the rally I wanted. Let's engage these Syrian archers. And from the backs of his guys there as well. Ooh, if my cavalry lost that battle, that surprises me. Where are they? Oh, did they just not engage in the first place? I don't know. Bring them back into it, whatever they were doing. Here we go. His infantry started the mass rout. We've got to make sure our general doesn't get killed though. There we go. Oh! Wrong button. Where's the chat gone? There it is. Yeah. There we go. I'll save that replay. It's the first online battle I've played, so I'll save that. Whew, there we go. You have the results screen there. Not too bad. I think he wasn't sure where he was going quite with his army. His Shire should have stayed back and engaged with my cavalry as opposed to heading the front lines with the legionaries. So I hope you enjoyed this very first episode of Total War Online. I've been Ricky, and I hope to see you again.